Hi everyone, this is your tutorial on how to play the A Pescar game. We have 5 different games, but there's a 6th one coming out, so stay tuned. We have A Pescar los alimentos, el verbo tener, el verbo ir en el pasado con los medios de transporte, la escuela y las emociones. The A Pescar game is based on the Go Fish game. In your deck of cards, you have 13 different cards and 4 of each card. So that makes 52, like a regular deck of cards. Also in the deck, you have a card with the instructions and you have an answer key if necessary. Now, let's learn how to play. You start off with 2 to 5 players. In this case, we have 3 players, Emma, Mia, and Pedro. We distribute 5 cards to each player, and then we place the rest of the deck in the middle of the players for easy access. The objective is to get as many sets of 4 identical cards to win. Emma is going to start. Now, she looks at her cards and she sees that she already has 2 frijoles cards. And she wants the other 2 frijoles cards to make a set of 4 identical cards. So she'll start with that question. She can choose between Mia and Pedro. In this case, she chooses Mia. She asks, ¿Comes frijoles? Mia looks at her cards and she doesn't have the cards. So she says, no como frijoles. A pescar. At the end of a negative answer, you have to say a pescar, so the player who asked the question has to pick a card. And that player's turn is finished. So Emma picks a card and her turn is finished. Notice that Emma just picked a comes pan card. She adds it to her hand. Now it's Mia's turn and she has 2 tacos card. So she wants to find the other tacos card. She can ask either Emma or Pedro. She asks Emma. She decides to say, Emma, ¿comes tacos? Now, Emma has the card. So she answers, sí, como tacos, and she gives her the card. Now, Mia has 3 tacos card, and she wants to find the other one. So she asks Pedro, Pedro, ¿comes tacos? Now, Pedro doesn't have the card, so he answers, no como tacos, a pescar. So Mia picks a card. And her turn is finished. Now it's Pedro's turn. And Pedro remembers that Emma has the frijoles card and he has a frijoles card. So he asks, Emma, ¿comes frijoles? And Emma has 2 frijoles cards, so she has to give him both cards. And she answers, sí, como frijoles. And she gives him the 2 cards. Now Emma only has 3 cards left. And Pedro seems to be in a good situation. Now he can continue to ask Mia a question. And they continue taking turns asking questions and exchanging cards. This is an excellent practice for them. And they start feeling confident with this sentence structure and the vocabulary. Now, let's say it's 10 minutes later. And this is what the players have in their hands. They've asked each other questions and the cards changed hands somewhat. At one point, Emma picked a card from the deck and she picked a frijoles card. And she remembers that Pedro has 3 frijoles cards. So she asks Pedro, Pedro, ¿comes frijoles? Pedro has 3 frijoles cards. So he has to give her all 3 cards. So he says, sí, como frijoles. And he gives her all 3 cards. And now she has 4 frijoles cards. And this is a point. So she sets down the 4 cards in a pile on the table. Emma has 1 point. They continue taking their turns until all sets of 4 cards are on the table. And it could look something like this. And the person who has the most sets of 4 cards wins. We see here in this case that Emma won because she has more sets of 4 cards. This is the A Pescar game. It's fantastic for repeating sentence structure, for learning vocabulary, and for developing oral communication, and to just have fun in your Spanish class.